Camping season is finally here, and we're breaking in our camping legs for the year by heading out west to Moab, Utah for the weekend. This is our 4th year going to Moab, and it never disappoints. I feel like every year we find something new to explore or some new adventure to get into. We're super thankful that with Drew and I's jobs, we're able to leave for camping, usually early on Fridays, sometimes even on Thursdays. This year, we even got a Starlink set up so that Drew can work remotely from any campsite. Moab is about a 3-hour drive from our house, so we try and make it easy on ourselves by timing the drive with Carter's nap time. Thankfully, Liam does great with driving, and he genuinely loves looking out the window at the beautiful scenery. One of the great things about Utah is that there is absolutely no shortage of BLM land to camp on. I don't want to divulge all our secrets, but our favorite spot is near the back entrance of Canyonlands National Park. You can camp up on top of the canyon, which we've done in the past, or you can head down this nearly 2,000-foot descent and camp along the Green River. We were able to find this awesome spot that had a little bit of shade and some pretty amazing views. Thankfully, with our camper setup, there's really not that much to do once we get to the campsite, although there is still a bit of setting up with the rooftop tent, the canopy and kitchen stuff, and chopping wood and getting the fire pit ready for the night. Thankfully, Drew takes care of most of that while I just watch the kids and let them run around and play. By the time we got everything set up, it was dinner time, so we decided to make some food before heading out for our evening adventure. On the way into our campsite, we noticed an old mine up in the cliffside, so we decided to go check that out and see if we could get to it. Although it was a bit of a scramble up the cliffside, we did eventually make it, and the views along the way were pretty epic. Although the mine itself was closed, you could see back into the tunnel a bit, and you could even see an old radioactive sign, which was pretty cool. After that, we decided to head back to the campsite and get ready for s'mores and some stargazing. Saturday, we decided to check out Canyonlands National Park. We did the White Rim Road 4x4 track and entered via the back entrance. This road is pretty incredible, but definitely not for the faint of heart. While the road itself is actually pretty wide, at least in the section we did, and definitely not the sketchiest road that we've ever driven on, it does take you up some pretty intense cliffs that could be a little intimidating if you're not used to that kind of driving. But you get to see some incredible views along the way, and if you've learned nothing else from this channel, it's that I'm a sucker for a good view. Along the drive, we stumbled upon a trailhead that took you to the ruins of an old fort. You know I couldn't pass up an opportunity to go hiking, so me and Carter headed out on a little solo adventure to check it out. Once the afternoon hit, we were all beyond ready to jump in some water and cool off. So we headed to the nearest boat ramp, which we knew would have easy access for the kids to play in the water. It was quite the party when we got there, but we had a good time making new friends, playing with all the dogs, and listening to some music. And of course, we couldn't resist going back and forth between getting in the water and then rolling around in the sand and getting all muddy. But let's be real, we were all already really dirty anyways, so it was totally worth it to cool off and get in the water. Our last adventure of the weekend was exploring another abandoned mine. Like most everything we explore and find, this is something we just randomly stumbled upon by driving around. This one was way bigger than the first that we found, and even had multiple entrances and above-ground structures still intact. So after 2 nights and 3 days and dust that will never leave us, it was time to head home. We had one last breakfast with the view and then packed up camp and hit the road. Camping with kids might seem really intimidating at first, but it's just like with anything else. Practice makes perfect, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. So if you're raising outdoor kids too or want to start, subscribe and follow along here at Stones in the Wild.